Hi guys, Mr. 3D Hero here, and in today's video I want to cover over the current Prime skins that have been introduced for the new Titans and weapons in the game. Now, just recently for Frontier Defense, they've introduced a bunch of new stuff, from new Frontier Defense that many of us have been waiting for, to new maps and old maps, and also some new Prime skins for us to go ahead and customize our weapons even further, and Titans as well. Now, although many of the skins do look nice, and I'll probably say that majority of the weapon skins in the game look absolutely amazing. For example, if you look at the B3 Wingman skin, or look at the Alternator skin, or even look at the car skin, they look absolutely amazing. There is a slight problem to them, and to me that is the price range around them. Now, the pricing for these current skins seem a bit too much for what exactly we're getting. Now, these skins do offer you a slight chance of getting a double EXP badge on some matches, but it's only a 10% drop rate it has. So it's not guaranteed that you will get it whatsoever. And you also do get an extra merit as well for endgame progress. So every time you complete a game, you and all your buddies will get a extra merit towards your progression rate. And that does sound good if it's someone else trying to get to G50 or G100 really quickly. But at the same time, this doesn't really justify the cost for what you're currently getting. And the cost for, well, I believe in pounds is £3.99. And that's just for one skin. That's quite a lot. Now, ideally, I thought that if we were going to get the skins, I thought that maybe they were going to put it into a small package, so you get a one weapon skin and one Titan skin, and I thought that would be $3.99. Instead, it's $3.99 for each individual item. So those skins that do look nice, they cost you nearly an arm and a leg. And for me personally, I don't think it's justifiable to go ahead and pay something this much for a single item. And the item doesn't really give me that much of a benefit. It does slightly give me a slight edge on the battlefield. It does allow me to rank up quickly, but at a very low percentage chance of that actually happening. And then when it comes down to the bundle's even worse. Now, the bundle for both the Titan pack and the weapon skin pack comes down to £19.99. Yes, £19.99 for a bunch of skins. Now, that £19.99 is, I would say, generally enough for me to go off and buy a slightly old or a year old game from just down the road from me. Or I can go off and use it to extend my PlayStation Network warranty. For what you're currently getting, it's generally not worth it. And I don't know if this is something that they're testing. They just want to try out and see exactly where this will lead them to. But at the same time, it feels like this is something that I wouldn't suspect Respawn to actually go ahead and do. This is something that mainly EA, that is quite known for their terrible DLC services at times, and Activision, to go off and commit these kind of schemes. Now, for Respawn to go ahead and introduce this into the game and think it's justifiable to purchase these single items is quite worrying, because depending on how the reception is for this currently, this basically means that either A, if people are happy about it, they'll keep releasing more of these type of content out for these quite ridiculous price, or B, they'll not do it ever again. And from what I've seen from majority of the people in the community, most people don't like what they see. Most people will say that for the skins you're getting is not worth the price. It's too much in a way. Now, if they reduce it down to, I say, £1.99 at best, or even 99 pence, that would probably work out a bit better, because then, one, they'll be getting more for their money because they know exactly what you're getting, and two, Respawn wouldn't be losing a lot, because at the end of the day, the players will most likely buy all of them, and that'll probably come out to a grand total of maybe like £5, or maybe £5 to £6. So, and then at the end of the day, Respawn's probably making more money rather than what they're currently doing now. But from what I've been seeing, a lot of people have been disagreeing that this doesn't really fit the theme of paid in-game purchases. Now, I'm happy to pay and buy things to support the developers, but I'm not happy to go off and buy items such like these, just skins, for this much of a price. And I do sound like I'm nagging a lot, and that is because the pricing for these is quite ridiculous. It's just skins. The skins shouldn't cost this much, and in bundle it shouldn't even cost this much. It's just quite ridiculous, really. And especially for the bundle pack for £20 is not worth it. Now, if they added in 20 skins and made it £20, then yeah, I could probably justify it, depending on how good skins are. If it's not, then I don't see a lot of people going ahead and purchasing these. Now, if they were up to the standard of Overwatch kind of type of skins, then yeah, I could probably justify it in some form or way. But at the current moment, some of these skins are nice, but others aren't really that good looking, and I can't really go ahead and put my money down and say I'm definitely getting this. And it's kind of sad because I had hopes to go off and purchase these skins earlier on when the FNN news network was actually released for Frontier Defense. When I saw the pictures, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to buy it. Now that I see the price seems too much for me to actually go ahead and purchase. So hopefully what Respawn will learn from this is that they will either reduce the pricing to make it a bit more affordable for players, because you have to remember, players aren't going to be willing to spend an arm and a leg for a skin that's, you know, subpar. Or two, change up the way they're going to be bringing us the items. So instead of us making it a individual item for $3.99, make it 2 items for $3.99 or 3 items for $3.99. You know, give it worth a value. Make it worthwhile for players. And if they go ahead and do that, then there's a high chance that players will probably purchase it more. Or better off, they can look at their past achievements with the other skins they released. The other skins they released for, I believe, $2.49 were much better in value, because you were getting a bunch. The fact that they're charging us for single skins, and the fact that because they're prime skins, they're limited offer and such, it's quite ridiculous. So ideally, they probably have to rethink how they're going to release this type of content, because if I'm not going to purchase it, think about how many other people are not going to purchase it because of the money based on it. So that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. If you didn't, then by all means leave a dislike. I understand, and I know what to do in the nearby future. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I do hope to see you again soon.